Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a daily tarot oracle reading, Tattletales from Tales from the Vector. My goal is to provide powerful information for you to empower you. This is a collective or general reading, so be aware that parts of it may or may not resonate with you. I have already washed and shuffled the cards. I'm just giving a quick cut. Oh, here comes my helper. Hi, did you wake up because I was doing a reading? So the underlying energy for the deck is the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so you have to lay down, Stella, if you're going to be here. Thank you. That's a good girl. You can purr away. Sorry, my cat always, I thought she was sound asleep, but then she just knows I'm doing a reading, wakes up and comes flying in here. So the energy of the 8 of Pentacles is someone who's been working diligently on something. And this energy is actually, out of all the Pentacle cards, this one is the only one where the person is actually working on the money, the coin itself. So this one really is about making money and all the hard work that you've put into making money. And it's actually a good energy. We'll see what this is about. This could be the beginning of a new adventure where you are on just started working on the second one and you have all of these to go. Or it could be that you're on the second last one. You have accomplished all these and you just have 2 more to go. We'll see where this is at. And we have the Knight of Cups coming in. The Knight of Cups is coming in with a message of love. And so this, I'm just double checking, yes, that I've got everything lined up. When I was cleaning the last daily reading, I accidentally put the camera too close to the stand, too close to my table, and there was an awful vibration throughout, so I apologize for that. So I'm just double checking here. Nothing's rubbing on anything except the cat here because she's purring, so we'll see. So this energy of the Knight of Cups coming in is, he's the knight in shining armor that we hear about in all the romance novels. He's got a cup of love in hand. He's not in a hurry. He's just trotting away here and about to deliver a message. The knights used to work for the kings, and they would deliver messages like by horse, and they would also protect the castle, etc. And they generally represented someone that was a young man that was 21 years of age or over. And the cup of love is communication. So this could be a proposal, it could be a first date, and it can also be about something that you love to do or love to be. So it can be, it doesn't necessarily mean romantic love, but quite often it does. We do have Pentacles here, so that you're working diligently on. So it could have to do with the Pentacles also. It could be something you love to do. The communication, of course, probably these days isn't going to come in with a knight on a horse, but you never know. But this is probably an email, a phone call, a text message, a social post that you see, something like that. And then we have the 2 of Swords. So the 2 of Swords is about having a closed mind or not wanting to receive this communication regarding something or it was something you really didn't know about, because this energy is saying she's blindfolded, and it's kind of in an energy of, okay, I don't know what to do with this information. I need to do this or that. We do have the new moon in the background there. And as I'm doing this reading, we're just sort of ending the real main energy of the full moon in Gemini. And the next new moon will be like on the cusp, moving in from Sagittarius energy to Capricorn. By the way, happy birthday, Sagittarius. So this energy is around the same time as the new moon. So as we move out of the Sagittarius energy into Capricorn, we also have a Capricorn new moon coming up. So this could be, I don't know, the moons have really been speaking loudly the last few days. because of the full moon we have now is a cold moon. It's a super moon. It's super big, and the full moon is a good time to release what no longer serves you. And the new moon is to take that information then and that energy and move into new. So this communication also can say that this person has gone inward and is using their third eye rather than their physical eyes to be able to deal with this information coming in. It seems to be about some hard work that's been put into making money. Here we have the Empress. Okay, so that's the Empress is all four queens from the Minor Arcana rolled into one person. She's sitting on her throne. She's pregnant with possibility. She's got the wheat growing here at her feet. When this crop of wheat represents, like once you plant it, you have to kind of rely on nature to be able to manifest the crop. You don't go out and water your wheat seeds. But this energy is talking about her having the ability to generate energy. She's magnetic. She is also, this can be a symbol of an actual pregnancy. She could be pregnant with possibilities regarding some money that's coming in or that's been made. And the Knight of Cups is bringing in a message about love or something you love to do, love to be. And so we will see here now we have fulfillment. So this is awesome. We have a lot of money here. 8 Pentacles is nothing to sneeze at. And we have the Knight of Cups delivering maybe a romantic gesture because this is our marriage card. This is about commitment. And the Empress is like just easily generating. She's a magnet. Like she's someone that people are just automatically attracted to because she's embodies all 4 qualities of the queens. And this also represents a portal of moving into some form of commitment or marriage. And it also represents the 1111 portal. So the 1111 portal is something when people start noticing it, when you've entered the 1111 portal, you'll notice because you'll start noticing when the clock says 1111 or 111 or license plates or addresses or just coincidental numbers. When you're out and about, you'll see 111 or 1111. And this portal represents a real high manifestation time, like the Empress here. It's like you're attracting wealth and abundance and love and all those good things. And it's saying, keep your thoughts really on a strong level. Like don't like it. Sometimes this will pop in, and you'll check yourself, and you'll realize, oh, I'm having a real negative thought. And so it's kind of saying you're a very powerful manifester at this time. Make sure that you are manifesting what you want, not focusing on what you don't want. Yes, because this energy of the 5 of Swords, I mean, this person has clearly been in battles. This could be with other people or himself. In this energy, in the context that this is in, I feel that this energy is kind of like more like a battle of wills. And it's also saying, like, if you look at nature, you can really learn a lot from nature. And the nature part of it is that when nature counts, it's like 1 + 1 = 2. And then nature reaches back into the past. And 2 + 1 = 3. And then nature reaches back into the past, and 3 + 2 = 5. So it's saying that you don't always have forward movement when you are in a manifesting state. Life is a dance, not a march. So you're not going to just have like forward movement constantly. You're going to have, 1 step back, two steps, or 2 steps forward, 1 step back, that kind of energy. And this is saying that this is normal. Life is a dance. This is how nature also does it, how nature manifests. And then we have the Seven of Cups. So whatever this message is coming in, it seems like it's something that might come in around the 20th of December, and or it could be regarding something that happened around the 20th of November. You're back, are you? Okay, be a good girl now. So the energy is now bringing in 7 different opportunities that's what each of these cups represent. And in each of these cups, there is a gift, and the gift is like you're an empty vessel here, and you can bring all 7 of these cups into being, or you can just choose certain ones. Some it's not saying you're going to get all of this like overnight magically. It's talking about having to put the work into it to manifest what you want. But now, because of the hard work that you've put in already to make this coin, if you use that wisely, you'll have a really good opportunity to have all like one of these could represent love, and another one, like it could represent your career and your health and all sorts of things. So you need to choose wisely which cups you're going to focus on at this time, and which ones you are going to focus on later, and recognize that some of these possibilities will be presented as challenges, because challenges possibilities are quite often hidden in the challenges. So it's saying you have way more opportunity coming in for you now. You have a good chance at love with a very, like the Empress is like definitely marriage material, someone that would really empower you in your life. And don't forget also that all of these cards in the tarot are archetypes. So the Empress, and the Empress could be a male in his feminine energy, and the Knight could be a female in her masculine energy. Okay, so there's been a situation where it's pretty clear. There's 10 swords here, and these 10 swords, someone was stabbed in the back with 10 times. So it's been a struggle. And they're laying there, and they're looking off into the distance. Now, whether the sun is rising or the sun is setting, we can't tell yet. I feel like this is talking about, because the energy is coming in, either you were going so great along this path, and then all of a sudden you got stabbed in the back, and now all of your hard work is at risk. This energy also, it definitely represents a cycle ending. So let's look into it some more. This is, I'm building a pyramid in this spread, and this bottom line represents like what you basically have here, and like at your disposal, and like, you've got the love, you've got the intuition, you have an Empress energy, you have fulfillment, commitment, marriage. You have been through some battles recently, and it was over opportunities, and you got stabbed in the back. This card can represent a cycle it's a cycle that's over. So hopefully it's about this battle here, and I feel like it must be about the hard work that you put into your, into your future that is at risk here. And so we'll look into this some more. Sometimes this can be a blessing in disguise, because his hand as he's laying here is in the form of a blessing like the Hierophant. And the Hierophant represents like authority and justice. We have the moon coming up again. Yes, the moons have really been coming up. So we're just getting, it's the 6th of December as I'm doing this reading. So the full moon energy is just waning a bit now. So it's not as powerful as it was. But the full moon has clearly shone some information that's come in on this situation. And perhaps it was hidden and you weren't aware of it. And it's a surprise coming up about these opportunities. So what is it about these opportunities? This energy is saying you know, you're coming out of the emotional state. Maybe you had some really good news and there was all these opportunities coming in after this battle, and then you realize they're not opportunities that you want to take, or they're not people you want to work with, or they weren't, there was some hidden aspects to them, and you're climbing out of the emotions. That's what the water here represents, and you're going on your path. So lobster going on the ground, you know, wearing a hard shell and all the claws and that, it's going to take you a while to get to your path now. But this is saying that whatever was hidden that you didn't know about, that was maybe preventing you from this ultimate happiness, is coming to light. And so it's about releasing that energy at the full moon so that you can embrace the new energy by the new moon. And that's on the 20th, and this is the 6th. So that's 2 weeks from now. We have, okay, so we've got someone that thought that they had all this fulfillment coming in is how it feels. And then this message has come in. It could be about romance, because there's the marriage card and there's the Empress, who's marriage material. It could be about a business opportunity that was coming in from the Empress or to the Empress, if you're the Empress energy. And but there was some hidden illusion in the possibilities here. And on the full moon, something like your intuition may have told you something that, hey, something isn't quite right here. And now you're sitting at like what thought was it's a turret of a castle, and you're overlooking your domain here, and you're realizing you don't want, like you've planted one wand here, but now you're thinking about moving forward and changing location. This can be an actual change in location, that you want to change your environment. And he's holding the globe in his hand, and he's looking out into the future. And sometimes this card can be about an entrepreneur that is wanting to franchise, like wanting to move and build in different locations. So we don't know yet for sure what this is, but it feels like it's about these opportunities. So this energy could also say that some light was shed on the what happened here. The communication that came in actually is going to allow you to step into this energy, and you were being held back because you didn't know what the cause of the problem was, and now you do. So let's not give up, you know, okay. So the never-ending nightmare. I feel that this is talking about, this card can represent a cycle that just doesn't end, and it's a never-ending nightmare. It's the 9 and it of swords. So it's like waking up in the middle of the night to a nightmare, and it just keeps happening over and over. And the next day you wake up and you're stuck in this nightmare. But it also can be illumination that comes in, and that you're trying to remember the dream because it showed you steps of action. And quite often that happens between the hours of 2 and 4 in the morning. A lot of people will receive enlightenment from ancestors from the other side, or from God, the Holy Spirit. And this blanket here can represent not wanting to get out of bed because because you want to stay in your comfort zone, and you're trying to decide, should I stay in my comfort zone, or should I go after this fulfillment? Is this worth fighting for, is what I'm getting? Are these really true opportunities that I want? Because I've been stabbed in the back so many times before. Is there anything hidden about this? So it could just be someone trying to, really trying to get themselves out of their comfort zone. Like you might be like having this cup of love come in at the same time as all this money's coming in that you just don't believe. Like you're like, is it true that I could actually be having like total fulfillment here? You've had a lot of burdens, and it's been a lot of work to get to the point where you're at. This card represents someone who your actions have been like, you've planted these seeds and they've grown now. And if you look at this like the crop, it might have been really a lot of work and burdensome, but you're almost home with the harvest. And so this is about, you can't, like maybe it's been such a struggle that you're almost giving up, and you're thinking like, I just want to be like happy and free, and I don't want to have all these burdens of whatever the situation is. And I don't know whether or not I want to carry on with the opportunities here, or if I just want to, I'm feeling like have a more simple life, like put some of these burdens down. And sometimes this represents burdens that don't even belong to you. So this is about going inward now. So going inward, praying, putting these swords down. So these swords can also represent the subconscious, unconscious, and conscious mind fighting with each other. So the subconscious mind would be from the time you were born to like about 7 years of age. And that stays with us. Like that's the imprint of from when we were young. And it'll always sort of, it's like a tape playing in the background. And the thing about that is most of us don't really remember what happened to us when we were, you know, until at least kindergarten age. And so what happens is that the thoughts that you are hearing over and over again are actually the thoughts of the people that were in charge of your care. And those thoughts may not even really resonate with you. They may not have been true. And then we have, they, you know, because it was them observing you and saying you like this, you didn't like that. But you couldn't, you know, you're a little kid, right? So here we also have the unconscious thoughts, which is our spirituality and our ability to tune into our intuition. And then we have the conscious thoughts, like being able to bring it all together and actually bring that into action down to earth. So this is what you have. This is the obstacles that you're coming against. And I feel you need to quiet your mind, and you're aware of that because you're trying to make a decision here. Like, do I want to keep putting work into this, or do I want to let it go? Do I want to go do something different? Do I want to expand this? There, it looks like there's these opportunities here, but there's something that is bothering you about it. So you're going to go inward. And so that blindfold sometimes means that you can't see what's going on totally, and you want to get to the truth. So you're going to put your minds to rest, lay down your thoughts, and you're going to meditate and pray. And this is a stained glass window representing a church. So it's like asking the Most High, like, how can I put all these burdens down? How can I capture the harvest from all of my hard work? You notice that harvest is right on the Empress here. And, this window has the word Pax on it, and that is for peace. So this is peace of mind. I feel like maybe you're struggling with, having like this, all this abundance, but it's like you're working and working and working, and it's kind of like you don't see an end to the burdens to be able to actually enjoy it, and you're tired of it. You're wanting fulfillment. You want to enjoy your life more. That's what I'm getting. And the King of Cups comes in then. So this is good. The King of Cups is sitting on his throne, and he is totally, like, he's in the middle of all this emotion, but he's sitting on the water and he's at peace now. So this could represent you. When these cards come out, remember this could also be a female in her masculine energy, and the Empress and the King could be together. Like now maybe you're an Empress and you have all the qualities of the Queens, and now you're working with your masculine side instead of your feminine energy to make this actions. It's just coming up, like to make actions happen. You've gone inward, you've used your intuitive side, and now like logically, okay, these are the steps that I need to take. You notice the King of Cups has his right foot forward, so he's thinking about making a move, and this is right on the Nine of Cups, so it's like they're both holding that cup. So it could be a decision about whether or not you want to accept a proposal of marriage, or because we got the marriage card here, or I guess it could be about ending a marriage. It could be about a business that you love, but you don't want to work on it anymore, and trying to decide whether to let that go or not. And we have the Ace of Swords. So that's right on all these swords here. It's saying you have the truth now. You have the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. So that was the Holy Spirit coming in, enlightening you how to end this never-ending nightmare, telling you, like, it's, you know, you're almost there. Don't quit now. The energy is, you will be able to put some of these burdens down once you get some peace of mind and you get out of your emotions and you arrive at the truth of what you want. And this energy is coming in as a gift from God and the universe. Peace of mind. Oh, look at that. And so now another communication comes in regarding all of this. So this is what you have, the obstacles, and now this is the courage to be able to move forward and, you know, get what you deserve for the work you put in. It's basically saying don't quit now. The Page of Swords is coming in, and this is a more youthful energy. Then, you know, this is someone generally under the age of 21, maybe like an apprentice, somebody that has been studying. Maybe you've been studying, you know, a lot, because there's a lot of swords here, and you've been, you know, tired of studying. Maybe you've taken on a profession that is requiring like years of education at university level, and you're just tired. And you don't feel like doing it anymore, and you wonder, is it worth it? I'm putting so much work into my education. I'm pouring money into my education. And then, like, am I even going to want to use that education? I'm so tired of it. Now that's the energy I'm getting, you know, and this is saying, you know, let go of your emotions and remember that the reasons why you started doing what you're doing is what I'm getting. So this page is representing someone. It's saying, remember when you were excited about this. Remember the reasons why you decided you wanted to do this. You're not even looking at the logical side of it anymore. You need to go to your heart and recognize there's a reason why you did it, and you're almost there. Like, you're almost there. Like, it's like taking 6 years of university and you only have like 6 months to go, but you quit. Like, don't quit now. Get the paper. Get whatever it is, finish the job, basically. Get home with it. Bring it home. Yeah. And I'm also getting go big or go home. That kind of energy. So this is another communication coming in, though. And I feel like this new communication is the truth coming in about maybe that this could be like you were asked like to join a company, have a position, come in for an interview. You were up for a promotion. You're almost done school, and there's people scouting, and they now want you to come in for an interview. That kind of energy. So, and maybe it all kind of fell flat, and none of them worked out. Now all of a sudden, bang, this is the opportunity, the truthful one, the one that's going to end all the discomfort you're in. Because the work has been put in, the cycle over and over, having to study is what I'm getting, or having to perfect your craft, and then putting off the fulfillment of life. I feel like being burdened, like I have to get good marks, I have to work on the side so that I can afford to do this, that kind of energy. And there's a lot of competition is what's for the position or whatever. And you're wondering, am I going to measure up? And also this can represent this being stabbed in the back, that you thought, like you might have helped someone study, I'm getting, you know, to get good marks. Like you might have had a study buddy. That's what's coming up. Like someone that you really empowered, and then you found out that they were actually in competition with you, and it wasn't an even exchange of energy. Here you were sharing your knowledge and everything with them, and the whole time they were wanting to take your position. That's the energy I'm getting. And it's kind of like, you know, you're almost at the finish line, and then bang, you're like, man, like I don't know if I can handle this energy anymore. This card often represents to me someone that's golfing, and it's saying that, you know, in highly, like in sports and like golf, it's a very mental energy, and you have to you have to be able to take control of your mind, like the King of Cups. To get what you want, to get what you love, you have to be able to be in this about a lot of emotion and still be able to keep moving forward and rise above the competition rather than, and so that requires you not competing with others. Just because they're competing with you doesn't mean you're competing with them. And that's the energy I'm picking up. You're competing with yourself. So golf is a game of competing with yourself. And when you start to realize that, then you realize, hey, if there is this many people that coming to you and secretly being in competition with you, then you must be really good at what you're doing. So just, take it as a compliment. And then the sun comes out. Yeah, God's saying you were born to do this. What's yours is yours. What I destined for you is what you will receive. This is the happiest card in the deck. So this is saying, and it's sitting right on this never-ending nightmare and wanting to quit and move on, and this, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It might have been 1 step forward, 2 steps back, wondering if these opportunities are going to ever come in, and feeling really, I'm just getting pissed off about being stabbed in the back. And so that kind of energy, if you wallow in the anger, you're going to spend so much time being angry that you won't be able to enjoy the journey or accomplish what your goal. So this is saying, keep your eye on the ball. Don't get distracted from the reasons why you want to do what you want to do, and you're almost there. Don't quit now. Put these burdens down, put these people down, let them go if you have to. If they were your friends or whatever, you need to just focus right now, really stay focused on getting your happiness, what you deserve. And I feel like it will work out for you. Yeah, the world is here now. So what this is saying is this is going to be a whole new world for you. And it's interesting because we have this energy coming in now, all this happiness coming in. And there's this moon card again on here. And so freedom is discipline of the mind. So once you're aware of what the illusions were, the opportunities come into being. This is sitting on the opportunities. And so it's saying once you finish this, then is when the opportunities are going to come in. You're not going to receive these opportunities until you finish the education or whatever it is that you needed to do to be able to move forward. And this energy, we've got, it's sitting on the moon, and I feel like it's saying, yes, the full moon on the 4th shed light on this, and the new moon is on the 20th. And then we're going to be moving into, out of Sagittarius, and we're going to be moving into Capricorn energy. And Capricorn is the mountain goat. Capricorn they're able to take consistent steps of action to get to the goal. They don't quit. If you've ever seen a mountain goat, how do they get up that high up? That was it's almost so steep. And how do they do that? And it's because they are that determined to get to the top. And then it's a whole new world because they're the ones that have the view, the highest view, right? And I feel that because this is the new moon's on the 20th of December, moving into that Capricorn energy, it kind of represents the steps of action, logical steps of action that you need to take to get the happiness you want and move into this new way of being, being on the top of the world, basically is what I'm getting in the Capricorn energy. So this is awesome. You're that close. You really are. You're that close. And it's really interesting because a lot of people talk about this. When you're the closest to your goal, that's when the universe throws everything at you at once, kind of to see, do you really want it? Do you really want it? And then it's an energetic upgrade. Yay. And we're moving from the year of 2025, which is a 9-year. That's also the end of a cycle and, of this energy. And we're moving into 2026, which adds up to 10, which is a 1. And the magician is a 1. This is an energetic upgrade. This is a whole new different way of approaching the world and what you want. So the magician is pointing to the heavens and down to earth, and the magician is pointing, look at, you're going to have a whole new world after this moon cycle. And this stabbing in the back was a blessing in disguise, because now you know not to waste your time on this energy. You keep moving forward with what you want. This is the happiest card in the deck, and the magician is sitting on it and saying, you will have a whole new world. See that ball in your hand there? But you're not going to do it by quitting. There we go. Don't quit now. And here we have a judgment coming in. So this is, I feel like this is a judgment that you're making. Dun, 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 dun. And you didn't, and it was coming up is like your ancestors are, yeah, because this is ancestors and descendants waving at each other from across the horizon. This is the crossing point. This is the 0 point crossing horizon. And I just heard like kind of like the ancestors are saying, hey, you came from strong stock. Like, keep going, for God's sake. Now, don't give up now. Like, you've been through all this. Hey, they're reminding you, you come from strong stock. Your ancestors are cheering you on, and they're saying you have what it takes. You come from us. We're like, we've been successful. We know how to be successful. You were taught how to be successful. You can do this. You can be happy in doing this. And you need to make this judgment within yourself that you're going to go for it. You're going to go for it. This is your heart's desires. That's really cool. So then the King of Wands comes up, and the King of Wands is all about action. And the King of Wands is looking in this direct, like forward. The King of Wands is like, okay, I'm done with this energy of whether I should stay with it. And I'm getting, you're already starting to feel happy, like you've made the decision, I'm going to keep going. This is a visionary. This is someone that, the King of Wands is the most charismatic, sexy king of them all. He's always ready to pick up a challenge and go for it. He has the wand in his hand. This represents ancestors. It represents like a tree. So this is the deep roots you come from, and this ancestors are reminding you of this. And then this energy is the offshoot, so that every generation becomes stronger than the last is what's coming up. And the salamanders in the background are about protection from fire. So the king is protected from fire. And also there's a line on here, and that is about facing your fears, that you have what it takes. Your ancestors are cheering you on, saying, keep going. You may have lost a mentor, or somebody passed or something like that, and it's kind of sucked the energy out of you a little bit, and feeling like, oh, I wish I could go talk to so-and-so. Well, they're talking to you right now. They're telling you, you have what it takes. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget who you really are. That's the energy. You're a wounded warrior, perhaps, but you have what it takes. And you notice here now, this is the 9, instead of the 9 of swords and being in this never-ending nightmare, this is a wounded warrior who has brought at least 8, 9 of these 10 wands. So you put one burden down and you're leaning on this one, and this is where you really want to go. And I feel like that's this energy, like you've been, and this is right on the Page of Swords. So this is someone that is using their innovative thinking, and they are starting to get the enthusiasm back for where they, for what they want and where to go. So we all, like when we're in this energy and we've put this much effort into it, we can get tired and want to give up. But this is saying, that's really normal actually to do that. It's right sitting on the swords. This is human nature, that right before you get to your goal is when most people give up. Keep going. The High Priestess, using your intuition, recognizing you're almost there, you have the truth here. Whatever happened here, it was disappointing and whatever, but I'm getting, it's almost like, what was that again? Like, what happened? Why do I care about that? Why are you even talking about that, Colette? Keep going. I want to know what's going to happen in the future. That's the energy you want to be in. You're like the high priestess. You've tuned into your intuition. You're remembering why you're doing what you were doing, and you're feeling excited and re-energized about it, recognizing, hey, like I'm like 6 months away from finishing school, or I'm, you know, like I'm almost done this project and I'm in the last stages and I just needed to have a little rest. You know, I just needed a little bit of peace and quiet, that kind of energy. And we're in the holiday season. So there's all these extra requirements put on people when you're in the holiday season, and there's more money that you have to put out. Like if you have children and you have gifts, and you know, like, and there's traveling, and that takes up time. And if you're like under a time constraint to get this done, you have to put your priorities first, is what this is saying. So if you have to disappoint people, you know, like it's almost like going home for Christmas or whatever, and you have to say, you know what, I need to concentrate on this. Like I need the time to have some peace within myself, and maybe just, you know, cut back on the holiday season a little bit and move forward into like just finish it up, you know. And that's what this is saying. Focus on the pentacle, getting this is the work you've put in already. I'm getting for sure now. And you're almost done this one, and you just have this one left. Focus on that last pentacle. The Queen of Pentacles understands that. She understands quality over quantity, and she understands that sometimes you have to focus on one thing at a time, and you have to finish it so that you're able to move forward. The Queen of Pentacles doesn't just randomly spend money or her energy. She is very focused on where she's going, and she can have very little to work with and still manage to make something out of it. That she's admired for that quality. And so that I'm getting this is the energy that you're now in. Congratulations. Like, this is awesome. I'm glad to see this. Yeah. So I feel like quite often this is, you know, an upsetting card, but for me, it comes up as, you know, these three, it's reconfirming this, because we got the sun here, and then we got this on top. And sometimes what this card means, it looks like the heart's been stabbed. And yes, there has been some pain here, but when you look at it, these 10 swords are now just 3 little pinpricks, really. Like, look how big the heart is compared to here, right? Look how tiny the swords are compared to here. So you've healed from that. You know, you're like, what was that? I don't even care about those people anymore. That's the energy you're in now. This card then represents for me the subconscious, unconscious, and conscious minds have now come together, and they're in alignment with your heart's desires, because this is your heart's desires. So you're now using your intuition, and you're focusing on this last pentacle, and you're realizing this is what I've wanted. And like, you're able to speak out to other people now and say, you know what, I'm like in a real time crunch here. I'm really tired, and I'm going to have the energy to be able to finish this project so that I can get to where the accomplishment that I've been working on so hard. And I'm going to have to say no to some of the family gatherings or whatever to be able to accomplish this. And I hope you'll understand, you know. But you really don't care if they understand or not. I'm getting you past that point now. Oh, and look at that. So maybe your competition was trying to tempt you, you know, to distract you. Like, hey, come on, go on that. Like, we're all taking off and we're going on a holiday to Mexico for like 4 days over the Christmas, or between Christmas and New Year's. You'll love it. You deserve it. You know, come with us, you know. But what are they doing? They're not doing it. Like, they're not at the end of a major goal that they've worked on for a whole, maybe a 9-year cycle. They don't have what you have to lose. And this may not even be something that's like that. It's not something that they're doing purposefully. like to distract you or whatever. It could be your competition doing this, but if your competition is in competition with you, then they're probably having to put the work in too. So it's more likely to be people that maybe they're trying to get you to just go and have some fun or whatever, because don't forget, the King of Wands energy is like the most charismatic, sexy guy, the party guy, the guy that it makes everybody laugh, that kind of energy. Like like when the King of Wands walks into the room, he's the kind of guy that you wouldn't kick out of bed for eating crackers. He's charming, he's likable. Everybody wants to, if they're having a party, they want him there because he's the life of the party. But right now, you don't have time for that. So it doesn't have to be something like vindictive. It's just like you're highly desired. And so when the devil comes up like this, I always cover the devil, because you're not going to get the truth from the devil. And look at that. Either the devil brings in a minion to do their dirty work, or they have God sends some energy to you, and this is right on here, the judgment here, justice. So justice is being neutral to the extremes, and being able to then be neutral, sitting in between those extremes. And I feel like the extremes are the hard work and where you're going to end up. That's what I really do feel. And this is normal human energy. Like if your family and people around you, your friends, are all going to be gathering for the holiday season or whatever, and you're the life of the party, they know it's not going to be the same without you there. So take it as a compliment, and don't give up on your dream just for one season is what's coming up. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices to in one season to be able to move into the next. There we have it. So the actions that you take now are really going to matter. We have the thoughts that you have, and now the actions that you take. If you want this, you need to keep your eye on the ball. You need to make actions. The universe has it lined up for you. God is on your side. Everybody, the universe can't wait for you to get, to enjoy this, but you're not there yet, and you're going to have to stay focused. That's the energy I'm getting. Yeah, and look at that. This energy is talking about a mental prison. Like you've been keeping yourself in a mental prison, and now it's like, okay, just walk away from this. Like take that step. You've got one step on land and one here. This can be about being duty bound, feeling like you have to please everybody, being a people pleaser. And saying, okay, well, I'll go for like half the time or whatever. But the whole time you're not going to be enjoying yourself, because you know you should be doing this. And these people don't really have what you have to lose. So this is saying, like, this is a mental prison is something that you are creating for yourself. You can walk away from this, take the blindfold off, see what you need to do, and make that decision, and let go of the energy of like feeling bad about it, basically. So going from the bottom to the top and back down, we have, like in the past, this offer coming in, like this fulfillment that you want to receive from all your hard work. We've got the King of Cups, getting strong to your emotions, having the truth come in about like, I feel like this truth is a struggle. Like the swords are double-edged. Do you really want this? Because if you really want this, you're going to have to keep going. You're a wounded warrior, but you've taken the blindfold off now from here, and you see, this is what I want, and I'm going to keep going. You're using your intuition, and now you're taking action on that, and you're not going to, I feel like this energy is like about, okay, by the new moon, you're going to be just before Christmas, around the 20th. When you move into that Capricorn energy again, it's going to inspire you. Okay, I've got a new outlook on it. I have like new insight, and I am going to move forward, and I'm going to move forward with the passion that I had when I began this journey. I love to see that. This will be perfect for you. Justice is neutrality, so getting neutral to all of this energy and then being able to speak your truth. And look at the magician is an energetic upgrade, but the magician is, we already covered what they're pointing down to. But look at this. This is about being able to speak up, speak your truth, tell people, like, I need to do what's best for me right now, and get out of this guilt or whatever that, or this energy, and recognizing, I feel like on some level, this is also a struggle with being that mature person. Like, you know, like if you've been going to school for a long time and then all of a sudden now you're not going to be going to school. That's like, if it's something like you've been going to school for years, it's a big change. And sometimes we want to stay in our comfort zone and we're like, oh, am I really ready? You know? And so you don't want to talk yourself out of what you want. You want to be super happy. So keep going and, you know, stay focused on your goals. And I really do feel like within, you know, just like in that, even the energy of this full moon, the emotions waning off of it, and you really having just a rest. I feel like you need to go and have some fun, like for a day, but not for take off from like this for days and days, but just do something for yourself that you know, go to the spa, whatever, you know, go do a hobby. If you're somewhere where you know, like where you can do something you really like and take the day off and quit thinking and then move forward again. Like, remember, you're not a machine. You're not marching through life. You're supposed to be dancing through it. I feel like if you take this time to do something a little bit fun, just even for a day, or even just sleep for 24 hours straight kind of energy, you know, that might really empower you right now. So if you're enjoying this reading, please do like and comment. And I'm going to clarify these cards and with my oracle, Tales from the Vector. I'm just tuning into this energy now. I've already shuffled these cards too, but I want to tune into now, okay, what's this for? It doesn't feel like it's just for one individual. This is common energy at this time of year, actually. It's the end of the year coming up, and you're expected to kind of party and stuff, but like not all of us are in that position where, you know, it's a good idea, really, to be in that holiday. It's kind of like you're almost there and you go in the holiday mode, and then you come back from the holiday, and the whole time you've been on the holiday, you've been thinking about what you should be doing, and you're not really enjoying it anyway. That's the kind of energy I'm picking up. So just these cards are an oracle that I started in 2007, and I did 64 paintings, and those 64 paintings are completed in 2020. I've had the cards out and about before, but I'm taking them out on the internet in a bigger way now that all of the paintings are done. They're numbered, so I have a website, talesfromthevector.com, and Tales, Tails. And so the numbers of the paintings in the gallery are there. If you want to check it out, go check it out. And yeah, it'll be in the description box below in the order that they appear. Just waiting to get like a card that wants to come out here to clarify. They're jumping my cards. Okay, so we'll see. Oh, there we go. So we've got the High Priestess coming out. We have a few, but the first one was the High Priestess. So yes, this is saying, you know, you want to make sure that you approach this with joy, that you like recognize that not everybody is going to have all these opportunities. Not everybody is capable of what you're doing. And yes, you are working harder than the people around you, but the reward is going to be even bigger. I really feel that for you. I'm excited for you. This Cancer energy is about the moon. You know, adolescent girls, think adolescent girls, that's the Cancer energy. It's kind of like an immature energy around, and it's ruled by the moon. And so when we combine that with the energy of the holiday season and being really tired and, you know, working really hard and seeing other people being able to go out and have more fun than you, that energy I feel like is coming up for you, and it will pass. It is already passing. I'm getting, if you really look into it now, just that the energy of the releasing, just release that energy with this full moon. And then do your best to have a little bit of fun and rest up a little bit so that you're still going, like you're still taking the consistent steps of action. And I really do feel that by the 20th, like when the new moon comes in, that Capricorn energy is going to come in strong, and it's going to empower you to be back in this, okay, just keep going, take the consistent steps of action. I'm almost there. And this is, the all or nothing energy, like wanting, and I feel like in some ways you have a little bit of a fear of stepping out of your comfort zone because you're almost there. And that's also totally, completely like, what if I did really good at school, but I'm not good at what I do? Especially if you're a surgeon or something with all these swords here. So this is about, your pride also, right? It's funny energy. And then we have anger coming in. So that's another karmic space. So there could be people that are like saying, what do you mean you can't take a few days off or whatever? Or this could be like sometimes when we get really frustrated, it's important to recognize that frustration is a mixed emotion, and mixed emotions are the most volatile ones. And frustration is actually a combination of fear and anger. And that's why I feel like sometimes it's more acceptable to just be angry than to admit, like, hey, I'm scared that I'm going to fail at like this, and I don't know if, it's an uncomfortable change from being an apprentice or being a student, and then having to take all the responsibilities that go with actually doing what you've been working so hard to do, right? You'll do, and this is about your perception here. Yeah. So this is good. This is about looking at the bright side of life, looking at these challenges as opportunities. That's what Capricorn energy is super good at, looking at any challenge and looking at it and finding the possibilities in it. And it's also talking about looking at all the other people around you. The grass is greener on the other side because it's fake. Like, a lot of these people would rather be you and have this going, but they don't have that going. So they don't have what you have to lose. And so keep that in mind. Like keep in mind that you can have green grass when you work hard for it, and it won't be fake. Like you just have to water it, nurture it, plant the seeds, water, nurture, and then, cut it when you need to, and fertilize it when it needs fertilizing, rest when you need to, that kind of energy. You're almost there. Indifference. Yeah, and what just came up is then you'll be able to do all the golfing you want to do because you'll be out on the golf course on the greens. Isn't that where doctors spend most of their time? I'm just joking. But you know what I'm talking about. Like a lot of people like that are in business, they do all their business out on the golf course, out on the golf course. And that's a great way to do business. Why not? So the indifference is another karmic space. So other people being indifferent, I feel, to your struggle here, and some of them really understanding it, but they already gave up. You understand? Like, so if you give up, then that makes them feel better. They want you in your comfort zone because it makes them feel more comfortable in their comfort zone. Interesting. And then there's Capricorn, ambition, like the and this energy, that's the Saturn box here. You see that? So this energy, the devil is I feel like this is like the lovers, and this is more about what you love, and this is the temptation, right? Of giving up, or like just throwing it away just for 1 week of happy, like being able to party with your friends and stuff. But like, look at that sitting here, and this is Capricorn energy. This is about Saturn, responsibility, looking at the possibilities and not being tempted. We're going to cover that. You're not going to be tempted to throw everything away for 1 week of fun with friends. Like, it's just not worth it. And then we have, or with family. And look at, then we have the devil coming up again here, right on this energy. Confirmation. like major confirmation here. So let's cover the devil up again. And then we have the magician covering that. Oh, like this is so clear. This reading is like crystal clear for you. Keep going. Just, you know, take a deep breath, chill out, take a day off, and then don't quit. I'm just like, you are just on the verge of having everything you want. And the sun is here. So here's the sun and here's the sun again. When these major arcana cards come in, and especially when it's God himself on the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God, is saying, get a hold of your emotions here. You are on your path. You are destined to do this. You will do this. It will be awesome. You will enjoy it. You were born to do this. You are part of my universal plan. I need you to complete this mission. You might feel wounded, but keep going. Really cool. Yeah, and the need to be right. So do you need to be right to be happy? In this case, hell yes, you do. You need to climb that molehill and make it a mountain. Or you're making a mountain out of a molehill. That could be it, you know, because you're tired, and that's understandable. But this is really clear, like get to the top of the mountain. You're a Capricorn energy, use it. Like it's coming up here. We're already starting to feel it now. When the moon, Capricorn energy comes in really hard on the 21st, and a lot of people like in Sagittarius energy that are born in Sagittarius do have a lot of Capricorn energy. And Sagittarius energy is all about expansion. That's all these wands. And Capricorn energy is about the earth. What do you want to manifest here on the planet Earth? So that's the energy. Use it. And then Mercury, this is coming up. Do you want to contribute to all you can be to the world? Or do you want to, you know, squander all your talent and all the energy that you've already put into it? And you may be getting some sort of anal criticism right now, but take it as analytical critique. Recognize that you're almost there. And the Mercury also, Virgo is the energy of it's ruled by Mercury, and we had the Mercury retrograde, and a lot of communication was scrambled. And so that's what I'm getting from this moon energy. The energy is not so scrambled now. Like you have the clear information. I feel like your head is you're going to notice that your head is going to become even more clear in the next coming days after all this motion from the full moon wears off, and you start moving into this Capricorn. I want to get this done. I can feel the energy now, like you're getting excited about it. We have the Empress up here, right on the Magician, and on this. So this sort of is confirming that, you know, you're in alignment with your heart's desires. And the Empress, remember, she's the generator. She just sits back on her throne, and she just grows wheat. She's planted the seeds. She nurtured them to plant them. And now she's just sitting back and waiting for it to grow. She knows that it will come into being. She just has to keep applying herself. You might need to, there might have been a fungus that hit the wheat or something like that, and you had to spray for it. But you just keep an eye on it and let nature do its thing, and allow the energy, like go with the flow, and allow the energy go with the flow of where you want to go. That's what's coming up. I love this energy for you. I really do. This is like the superstar. You're a superstar. You deserve harmony. That's right. Look at that's the throat chakra. And this is talking about, you know, like this heart is in their throat. Being able to talk to people and want harmony and just say, look, I'm going to do this and this. Instead of asking them, tell them, this is what I'm going to do. Is this okay with you? I don't really care if it's okay with you. This is what I'm going to do. And this is number 26. And this has been coming up a lot, that I feel like moving into 2026, this is going to be a 1 year, right? Because 2 + 2 is 4 + 6 is 10. 1 + 0 is 1. It's going to be a whole new world. You're going to be moving into this energy. And I feel like we're going to have to speak up to get what we want in the year of 2026. And it's going to be a very, because 2025 is the end of a cycle. It's a 9, this never-ending nightmare energy. It's going to start changing. Now, this doesn't mean it's not going to be challenging, but it is going to be, I'm getting, people are going to have to speak up for themselves to be able to get what they want and do what they need to do for themselves to get what they want. I feel like that's being made really clear here. And like, yeah, because Pisces is the sink or swim energy. So this is being your own authority. Are you going to be sensitive, or are you going to accept that this is your situation and do what you need? So this is about being the boss, right? So this is also Saturn and Neptune energy. This is about being the authority of yourself. I feel like we can end it there. Pisces energy is stepping into this role of being, instead of a student or an apprentice of what you're doing, being in this energy of being your, like, being your own boss kind of energy, and doing what you know you need to do to be able to swim, like to be able to move forward in what you want and what you've been working for. I love this energy for you. This is beautiful energy. It's not challenging, but I'm getting that, you know, you're up to this. You can do this for sure. So I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. I really love this energy. It's just give it a like and a comment if you feel that it was valuable to you, and consider subscribing if you enjoy the energy. And I will be back with another daily reading for you again tomorrow. I have to wake up my little cat here now. Sorry, Stella, to turn the camera off.